the political issues that were dominating the discussion, say 3 years ago, also when we speak to our clients, where they were rather focused on protection and safeguarding their positions and were vaguely looking into the future. This all has gone, and we're well on track for a new, say, investment cycle, I would say, where the question dominates. I'm risking to miss opportunities if I don't do this or that, and what are the others doing? Also in Expo Real, we didn't have, and we talked about this also in our conferences internally, there was not one single meeting where this issue about what happens to the Eurozone, but that was actually an issue last year, was touched. I mean, nobody had spent a thought about that, and I wouldn't say the crisis is over, but we are in a different mode now, definitely. And what we see from our clients' meetings, what they explain us on their plans going forward, is that there's definitely an optimistic, say, approach, and but nevertheless, the situation is a little bit unclear. Only what you read about is only that everybody has tons of money to invest, but hardly any idea about, let's say, where to put it exactly. And since we are one of the first, let's say, to learn about that, it's quite interesting, and also putting us a little bit in a difficult situation where to focus our resource. But nevertheless, I mean, the game is definitely on again, I would say. And your question, Richard, about new investors coming in, I mean, of course, the investment managers and fund managers would be first to answer that. What we see is that especially the investors that have been allocating a lot in real estate are doing this a little bit more, probably with more money from the same end investors or new investors, but real estate will remain a top issue on the agenda of all investment managers. And about the ECB, of course, we as a bank have quite a huge challenge on regulatory issues these days. The stress test currently going on is quite severe. We get questionnaires with like 4,000 line items to fill out. I mean, that had all agendas about internal whatever had been cancelled to fulfill this and respond to that. It has become a little bit paranoid, I think, how this is treated on a European level. Nobody wants to be, it looks like, in the position to be accused later that he had not intervened or not done this and that, although the banking sector, I agree, is still in a difficult situation, especially here in Europe. And particularly I can say that because we work quite a lot in the US also, and it's a complete different setup. And so this is, of course, a factor, an uncertainty for looking forward. But availability of debt will not be, say, endangered, because the political and the financial and economic system has decided years ago to support a viable financial sector. And so the banks, even some of my competitors in Germany, are, let's say, fully state-owned, but working like there was nothing else, let's say. And so it's definitely going forward also on that front. So the availability of debt is not an issue, I would say, but also for opportunistic investors, Tristan. I mean, you know that, and so I'm quite optimistic actually for looking forward.